Hello, dear students. Welcome back. Children, it's very important in life to push ourselves to achieve something big in life. And in today's session, we are going to read two such stories about flying. The chapter Two Stories About Flying is a combination of two such inspiring stories. One is his first flight, and the other one is the black aeroplane. These stories show that bravery and cowardice are the relative terms. One should not lose hope while in danger, like the young seagull and the pilot of the plane. Both of them succeeded to achieve their aim when they tried hard to overcome their fear. So let's begin with the first part of Two Stories About Flying, that is his first flight, written by Liam O'Flaherty. Liam O'Flaherty was an Irish novelist and short story writer. He was born on 28th August 1896 and breathed his last on 7th September 1984. He was born in a remote village of Gotnag in Galway. He went to Rockwell College in 1908. He became a popular literary figure with his best-selling novel, The Informer, published in the year 1925. The next novel, Return of the Brute, was also a great success. O'Flaherty will be remembered as a major voice in the Irish literature. Let's have a look at the theme of his first flight. It is a story of hesitation, trial and error, and finally getting success in the end. It is an interesting story of a hesitant and timid seagull learning the art of flying. While his two brothers and sister had already learned flying, his fear and hesitation stopped him from doing so. His diving at the fish due to hunger proved a blessing in disguise. After a shaky start, he spread out his wings and started flying upwards and downwards. It was his first flight. The author gives a message that no one attains success instantly. If you want to achieve success in life, what one needs to do? Yes, repeated trials and errors lead him to success. So that is what we learn from this chapter. Let's have a look at the short summary of the chapter. The Seagull family consists of 6 seagulls: mother, father, 3 sons, and 1 daughter. All of them, except the youngest son, are expert in flying high. His parents have tried several times to teach him how to fly, but he is scared to do that and does not want to try anymore. He relies on the food that his parents bring back from their flights. So you can see that he is dependent, and the parents want him to be independent. But how he can be made independent, that is what the story is all about. Yes, children, our parents always push us, force us to make an effort so that when we do that, we achieve success in that and we become independent in life. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. His 2 brothers and his sister had already learned the art of flying only the day before. He did try. He had taken a little run forward and tried to flap his wings, but that was all he could do. He became afraid. He felt that his wings would not support him and he would fall down in the sea and drown. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole where he slept that night. His brothers and his sister had wings far shorter than his own wings, but he failed to muster up courage and fly. Even his parents rebuked him. His parents taunted, scolded, and threatened him to leave him starving at the ledge unless he flew away, but nothing could make him fly. Parents perfecting brothers and sister. The seagull helplessly watched his parents flying with his brothers and sister. They were perfect in the art of flying. They were teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. The whole family went on taunting him for his cowardice. The young seagull looked at his brothers and sister enjoying swimming, diving in the sea water for fish to feed themselves. But no one came near him to offer him food. And we all know the reason. Because they wanted him to make an effort. So they were eagerly waiting for him to make that effort so that he achieves success in that and learn the ways of flying. Maddened by hunger, he dived at the fish. Yes, as the time passed, the young seagull could no longer tolerate hunger and the heat. He moved towards the ledge and pretended to fall asleep, but nobody takes notice of him. His brothers and sister had already had a hearty breakfast, and father seemed to be busy in admiring and cleaning his feathers on his back. Only his mother was looking at him. She had picked a piece of fish and was flying across to him with it. He leaned out eagerly. The mother was very near to him with the fish in her beak. Maddened by hunger, he dived at the fish. With a loud scream, he fell outwards and downwards into the space. A terror seized him. His heart stood still. His mother swooped past him. He answered her with another scream. He saw his two brothers and sister flying around him. So here begins the first flight. The seagull completely forgot that he was not able to fly. He spread his wings outwards as he was afraid of drowning. He felt a little dizzy, but he let himself free to dive, soar, and curve at will. He was shrieking shrilly. He saw a green sea beneath him. His parents, brothers, and sister were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. They had come near him to cheer him. He became so happy and soared higher, calling, "Ga, ga, ga." It was really a joyous moment for the whole family. He was tired and weak with hunger. His feet sank into the green sea and his belly touched it. He sank no farther, and he could finally fly on his own. The young seagull successfully made his first flight. So that was all about the story, First Flight. I hope you all enjoyed the story and learned something from the story, his first flight. If we look at the character sketch of the young seagull, he was a timid seabird. He was hesitant and afraid of flying, but he did not stop trying. Gradually, he gathered strength and made regular efforts for flying. Finally, he forgot his fear of flying and made his first flight. His parents and brothers and sister were happy with him. So that was all about the chapter, his first flight, the first part of two stories about flying. In the next session, we'll talk about the second part of two stories about flying, the black aeroplane. Thank you so much for watching.